I did speak on the Easy and Hustle and J2 situation. I think I did that justice by being nice and fair with that, right? The other one that we've been covering a bunch though has been the Serius Jones and the Head Ice one, and that's the one we're about to cover this morning. Is this the last chapter? I don't know. Okay, because the moment I say that's it, like something else happens or somebody else puts out a follow up. And if anybody's catching the clip, because this will be clipped on the channel, okay? If anybody's catching this clip, go back and make sure you watch on the channel the full stream and go to the beginning of the stream where I give a disclaimer talking about my coverage of this particular situation. Read between the lines. I'm not going to say it again here for this clip though, but read between the lines. Make sure you check that out. So, where I left off from the last video, um, let me pull this up too, so you guys see where I'm going with this. This dropped early this morning from Serius Jones. Actually, let me stay on the bigger screen. So I left off from my last joint. I told you I said Ice text me the last video that he put up, that edited video of him. He doubled down. He said, it's fake paperwork. He gave more backstory to a woman. He said her name. He put up like pictures showing a girl taking pictures of him and the alleged third guy involved or the second guy involved, giving backstory there. Um, put a lot of pictures and videos showing them around each other. I think that just further enforces, that this is all happening. This is true. As far as the relationship between him and that guy, and as far as something happening, Ice already admit to that. Okay. But one thing that I left Ice's last video with in my mind, and I said it on camera, I said, well, okay, he doubled down on that aspect. I'm not fucking with the 1990 piece, but there's another piece that people are texting it around crazy. Um, Jones has put up in his prior videos, right? Bloggers have put it up. And I said, he doubled down saying that it's fake, and cool. That's his position as a man on camera. He edited a video to put out to his fans and to the public. Okay. Jones now has a video here, and I skimmed it, but I'm starting here at the 42 mark where Jones is countering that. And that there lies an issue for ICE. If people actually pull this video up or go to the website themselves. And I almost saw that coming. Yeah, this deserves some intro. It really does. I, without so many words, said that in my last video, but here's something that I try to do. I really, 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 really try to be respectful to my battle rap peers, even though some of you motherfuckers ain't my peers. But I'm not talking to Ice or Jones right now. I'm talking in general. But I really do. And if you see the tone, the words, the delivery at times of when I cover certain battle rap topics versus how I might snap on a Kanye, ain't it night and fucking day? I really do try to do that. I really do try to give the extra. I try because I'm like, you know what? Even if in my mind I'll be thinking like, this is bad or this is wrong, but I still left it like that. The last video, like, hey, cool. Hey, if that's what I said. I didn't really gain anything new from this. I'm gonna leave it right here in the neutral. I'm walking away like that. That's the way I was, right? I didn't put nothing out there that was gonna hurt either side. But y'all are also sending things to people behind the scenes, both parties. And I'm not saying me. I'm just saying both parties are sending things to people behind the scenes. Watch this. I'll even show this. It's even gotten to the point with people I don't know. And I'm not the only blogger or podcaster to get this type of shit. I literally am having conversations with other bloggers telling me, like, yo, this fan hit me up, this person hit me up. This is how it gets. Do I still have this shit in my I deleted it? Did I delete it? I deleted it. My bad, I was gonna show y'all something. I think I screenshotted it though. I might have screenshotted it before I deleted it. Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. I did. I'm gonna cover the names. Fuck. Hold on. I'm gonna try to cover the name at the bottom. I'm gonna try to cover the name at the top. Ah! Y'all see that? Now, once it's on video, of course, people could pause it and play it, right? So that's why, for now, for the sake of live, I took it down real quick. But this is somebody that DM me. I don't even know this person. It's a girl. And it went into my what's the spam bucket or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see at the bottom, block, delete, accept. I never spoke to this person before. So that's why you see that in the DM. Y'all know how DMs work. Hopefully this makes it to you. This is the head eye situation. If you look at the file date, it shows 2011, and the protective order is for guardianship and conservatorship of adult case. They put the case number, they put Alaska, and then there's two screenshots here. And I'm not even doing the Alaska thing, but I'm just trying to say you two guys have cooked this up to the point where the internet is looking at shit, right? But of course, they pay it the most attention to the two people in the middle. So this is what Jones just put out, disputing what I said about the paperwork being fake.
All right, boom. So look, so if this is fake, right? If this paperwork is fake, and this is something that doesn't,
public record.us receipt, right? All right.
Now go back so they can see it's your email. Right. This is his emails. Okay. As you can see, support at publicrecords.us receipt. You see that?
All right.
Unsubscribe.
That's the
amount, $9. That was the day that we went live. Remember, you can go back on this page and see when we went live after we found all this out. I did not know all of this.
So Jones is caught lying right there because he said it was $10, but it's really $9. I'm just trying to keep it entertaining for y'all. My bad. I know this is serious. I fuck with the chat so much, but
he did not know all of this. All right. Access your account.
Oh,
let's go through it right here.
Was crazy though.
Fake. Your report is ready. Anthony C. Haney, New York. You report. You report. Double tap the screen because we making fake paperwork up on the box taker. Okay.
Okay. Now. All right.
All right. Let's start. Right? Let's start. Right. Let's see. You may not use
age 18 to 99.
18 to 99 age.
Right.
New York background check.
You see.
Report date.
Download PDF.
PDF. Download PDF.
Summary,
okay.
name.
Look the summary. This is the same footage, same paperwork that we put up. But I told Wolf, Wallahi, didn't I tell you they're not gonna believe unless they see the PDF?
Right.
Didn't I say that though? Look. All right. Date of birth. 1977. Age.
That's bad. I ain't gonna lie. That's bad. If I take a position saying that the paperwork is made up or it's fake or it's photoshopped, and then somebody logs it in real time into the actual website, the .us website pulls up first name, middle initial, last name, birthday, year, mail, and address or building, right? Are any of these things not matching? You know, that would be a question for ICE. Are you trying to say that name or the middle initial, or how about the year, like the 77 or the age? And that, see, the building thing kills people too. Because there are other Anthony C. Haneys in the world. But when you say, all right, but that's what people be like, trying to take you for a fool. I don't like being taken for a fool by anybody, you know? And when people try to take me for a fool, I feel away. Like if you call me and you tell me, you know, dead the fucking battles or push back the battle so I could book me versus Drake, I feel like I feel disrespected. I may not show it to you. I may not tell you, but I feel disrespected, you know? So for example, like if my name is Anthony Hargett, I'm just gonna use a different name, Anthony Hargett, right? And I tell you that that's not me, but it has the same age as me. And then the third lineup is like, it's the same address too. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? So we got to take off the table of this being fake paperwork. Let's keep it 1,000. Let's keep it 1,000.
This address that we're at right now, next door, that's the projects. That's Drew Hamilton. Okay, records, previous. This is him, bro. There's nothing fake about this, bro.
Possible court records, right?
Possible court records 11. Let's go to them.
Is this?
Here he goes.
And you see the site
Alaska,
loading at the
right?
bottom.
He said out his
.us.
own stupid ass mouth again. I ain't even been in Alaska to do nothing.
It's illegal to fuck Eskimos over there.
Yo, this nigga.
So the same record that they purchased has Alaska in it, and I don't even care about the Alaska shit because, like I said, I showed y'all people DMing me and all that shit. I ain't here to Sherlock Holmes all that shit. I'm interpreting what Jones and Ice give me, and I've given it a little bit of reservation to be respectful. That's what I've done. But Alaska is still there. You know, it's still there, and I don't even know what that pertains to, but it's still there. And this is all right. How about this? I'm gonna take the Jones piece down because I don't need any more from the Jones piece. I'm gonna bring up two videos from Ice, and I'm gonna give Ice some respectful advice. Okay, but before I do that, the site thing. See, I use Pacer. Pacer.gov because we cover on this podcast federal cases. So we have access to the big U shit, the little Dirk shit, the Jay-Z shit, the Diddy shit, the Drake versus UMG shit. Right? We have access to all of that shit, and I pay the money, and you see, we cover that shit all day long, y'all. Pacer. Okay. You also got like the Justias of the world. I think Justia is a .law. That's the one that Big K used in the ID Boom battle, right? So you got .govs, which to me is the most critical, right? I think that's the top of the food chain. I think you have to be like government to get a .gov website. .laws, I think you have to be within the legal realm. I think so. For example, a law firm, a lawyer could have access to putting stuff or lawyer on .law websites. I think I could. I'm gonna have to double check that. .us, it's a official. I mean, all websites you could say official, but the thing about .us is it requires certain like clearances, and you need to like get approved to get like a .us. Like anybody could get a fucking .com or .net, but you have to go through a certain process of like screening and certain things to get a .us website. I don't even need to fucking try to boil all that down. Point being is just like .gov, .law, .us websites, especially gov and .law, you pay attention to. .us is solid. It's not a .gov or a .law, but it's solid. All right. But that don't even really matter. Now I want to talk about like what I want to say just respectfully to Ice. Ice, I don't know if you really realize, G, but it's really your own words. It's really your own words. And even when I did the stream about the Hip Hop is Real interview, y'all, my history is already on the channel. It's already documented. When I covered this interview, look at my reaction. It's like leaving slack in the rope. Like Ice, I don't know if you should have said that. Like, Ice, you're saying too much. Very reserved. Y'all know if this was Kanye, I'd be snapping. Y'all know me. You know, I was reserved. And real talk, I think if I'm Ice, I leave it alone. And the reason why I leave it alone is because what makes this in Jones' favor for like, yo, Jones ain't lying. Everybody that's going in that direction is Ice's own words. Now, I'm smart enough. I caught all of this stuff that I had questions for the first time I watched it, but I was cool. I was cool. And then Ice did another one that he even sent me. I told y'all that. And you said things in there too. It's just like on everything respectfully, G. It's not even the paperwork only, right? Because the paperwork don't have the details of so the report from the girl is you're in there and then she will and then he walks it and then this and that. Nobody's reading that. Jones didn't show that to the world. It's like even the hows or the who's or whatever, a majority of that, well, don't get me wrong, like Jones has definitely said, but I probably haven't seen all his long lives and some of the details he may have said. But I'm telling you, man, and y'all got to hear me out because What I'm saying here on this podcast is also things that people are saying to me behind the scenes. How many battle rappers have I been on the phone with of people just like, yo, like you saw this? Sometimes people ask me if I seen shit and I've already been in the loop. Sometimes, like I showed y'all the DM, random people give me things. Sometimes the battlers themselves give me things. Sometimes the bloggers call me or I call them. You know, like behind the scenes, you know what's being said? Like Ice, like you are saying these things that people are creating the questions about. You damage yourself more than you think in this situation. And that's just being real. That's just being 100. And if you think I'm just trying to be an asshole here, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. And this time I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. And this is why I say you're Ice. You need to just walk away. I need to just walk away. That's the best advice I could literally give. Just walk away. I'm gonna show you.
I'm like, okay, well, let's clarify it. Whatever y'all saying happened, the shit can't find the girl. I'm hearing some shit like that. They can't find. You know what I'm saying? All kind of weird shit, right? So boom.
Don't need to. And I don't want to do this. I'm just saying, Ice, this is like your interviews. Don't need to find the girl if you already confirmed there's a girl. I could have did this the first time. And I didn't. You like why sit here and say I heard weird stuff that y'all couldn't find the girl, but they don't need to because you're already telling her. And then in the last video, you posting alleged pictures of her. So it's like, what are you doing to yourself? Real shit.
My thing is, whatever happened, I took myself there, cleared my name, no jail time. It was either run through the system or go talk to the ladies who running the case. Talk to the ladies, ran the case.
You just said it once again. It was either you clearly said, and I laughed and I glossed over this the first time. And y'all don't know how fucking intuitive and sharp I am and how much rope I try to give. You know what I'm saying? I caught it and I was cool. But you said you had an option. Either go to the go through the system or go talk to the lady running the case. Now me, what I do doesn't matter. Because y'all don't got me for 13 years claiming shit. But a street nigga, your option is supposed to be go through the system, lawyer up, and fight your shit head on. You're saying, and then you give people the ability to say, like, all right, you're saying you admit that you went and chose to take yourself to the precinct and speak to either a detective or a DA or somebody that's running the case. So you gave them your side of the story, is what you're saying. Okay. Now, y'all let me know how y'all is that if everybody got different street codes or whatever. I'm tired of it being all over the fucking place. Y'all fucking decide if y'all feel like that is how y'all want each other as within y'all cliques of gang members and hood niggas and street niggas to move or not. As in, there's a situation that we hear about or a case that we hear about, and I have the choice. Either go through the system or go speak to the person. Okay, I'm going to go speak to the person. Y'all choose how y'all want y'all peoples to handle those situations. I know what Gotti does, and I keep using him because, anyway.
They said go to court, went, case dismissed.
Went to court, so there was a case. And everybody is talking about and seeing how it started of it's nothing ever happened. So when you got up to this point, people already had I don't know. I don't think Ice realizes behind the scenes how much the blog is that he's actually texting and talking to are behind the scenes. Like you already said the things that we're trying to be reserved about on camera. And I'm not even the only podcaster. Some of your favorite bloggers, I'm telling you, because they're calling me. Some of your favorite bloggers are trying to like yo, Ice. They're trying. Some of them have been real reserved. What I'm saying is a fact right now. What I'm saying is a fucking fact right now. And I'm not trying, I ain't gonna say no names, but it's a bunch of your biggest bloggers.
Close. That person that's sitting next to you, though, he had to get subpoenaed to go get clear his name out. Y'all gotta ask him why, what he did. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna keep it real and not expose what he did. So I'm just gonna let you know the Box Taker song, you're gonna have to remix that. You know what I'm saying? And then really put it on what it is. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna sound too far from box. It's top taker, but it's not.
And so you started by saying, I'm not going to expose him, but then you just like Ice, when you try to talk in code, that's only for idiots. You know, it's like if you speak to a child and you say, look, I can't tell you exactly what mommy and daddy was doing in the fucking room. We were wrestling. You know what I'm saying? You're not talking to children on the internet, G. You said, I'm not going to put them out there. But then you say, Jones gonna have to change the song to Top Taker. So you just accused him of taking top. How else do you want me to interpret that? Like, this is your interview, G. This is your interview.
It's not gonna sound too far, but you gotta remix it. And then, you know what I mean? You put cars out there. You ain't put me out there. You put cars out there. So if he could tell you the real story on what it is, then I have no problem letting you know why I'm free. Because he's the reason shit happened and the reason why I'm free. That's all I'm gonna say. You know
so the case got closed.
There was never no case.
There was never no case.
There was never no case. You're killing us. You said he's the reason why you're free. But there was never no case.
Yeah.
I've seen one case where it said the case was closed.
Yeah, that one's closed. That's the shit that he talking about with his cousin. That's the shit.
Okay.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a case where we went to trial and all this other weird shit. Like I told you, had the detective said I could run you through the system, or I could take you downtown to the DA who running the case and shit, because he understand and believe my story. You know what I'm saying? So I went down, did that, cleared my name, went to court, case dismissed, and then they say
that right there is explaining that you're saying that the person gave you the ultimatum. You can speak to me, or what? Oh, you're gonna get processed, and you said I gave my story. So that's why Jones is doing that piece of it. It's once again your words.
Yo, we got to holler at homie. You know what I'm saying? But couldn't find homie. I was seeing homie through the process. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you went to go clear your name and all that. Yeah, I'm gonna go out. Yo, they talking about they got to subpoena you and all that. Go talk, man. Go do your thing, man. Get your shit right. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm good. I've been good.
So his shit wasn't straight.
And mind you, people, there's nothing wrong with what Ice is saying. I want to make sure I'm speaking up for my civilians in the chat too. There's nothing wrong with he's saying. If you feel like you get grabbed up for something that don't involve you and you not living of certain codes and you didn't do nothing and you want to tell the authorities your story, I don't want to come off like that guy. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? I think it's different when you start talking about co-defendants. And it's not always I hate that overtone. Like that's one thing I hate that Jones does too fucking much. Here's my shot for Jones. Like Jones be having like black and white. It's like you're a street nigga or you're a nerd. No. Like I did more street shit than a lot of these niggas that I fucking encountered in this shitty ass battle rap fucking game. But I don't consider myself to be a street nigga. And if you think I'm a nerd, I'd rather you stay just like that. Yeah, I mean, like, go ahead and get caught slipping thinking somebody's a fucking nerd. But Jones knows already that I'm not a fucking nerd. You know what I'm saying? So he's not necessarily talking to me. But the in-between, for example, just is about how you feel about your movements. For example, if you have a co-defendant, okay? If me and my co-defendant get grabbed up on some shit, even if the three of us in the car and one of us didn't do shit, right? That third person that didn't do shit, Tate, what up? He's not saying them two niggas, not me. Well, I don't got nothing to do with it. He's not doing that. He's not doing that. You know, and I'm not supposed to, even as a non-street, just the fact that we got in trouble together. I'm not supposed to say, well, nah, like Shata did that shit. Like, I'm just not supposed to, you know? We have to stand right there next to each other in court. Well, actually not at the same time because we have different lawyers, but we have to stand in the same court proceedings and face the music. Shit, even the fucking bail hearing. The nigga shot this piss because he got hit with a higher bail than me because of his fucking past shit. That nigga, yo, the fucking judge said, you, this is your bond. You, this is your bond. And that nigga shot and looked at me and said, and I looked at him like, nigga, shut up. We getting bond. be happy you getting a bond, nigga. That nigga looked at me like he wanted to say something to the judge. Like he was mad. Yeah, but you can't put it's y'all are co-defendants at that point. And the only reason we know you're co-defendants is because this is the story that you told us that you said it's a love triangle. But anyway, like I'll continue. Like this is your words, G.
Right, he had to go get his shit right. I don't know what he told them. You know what I'm saying? So if it's something that you could tell me to my face, but this noise is real, it might be that part. You know what I'm saying? And I would love to hear it because I never questioned you. I felt some kind of way. You know, you got the devil and God on both shoulders at times like this. So it's like, damn, my man tried to get me 7 joints. Like, it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just a whole lot of mixed feelings in my mind.
Even that, your man tried to get you 7 joints. Like, these are the type of things that I know you put it out there and it seems vague, but you're adding depth to it. Like, for somebody to try to put 7 on you, you know what? Let me, because then it's going to come off like, it's really not that. I'm just trying to show how ICE was given a lot of grace as far as did it happen and the paperwork being fake on the internet, but it's not even the bloggers. And of course, Jones is leading this, but ICE, you just need to understand how much your own words from the videos that you've put out, it's really that.
And I just
So they're trying to say you told on him?
I learned, hell no. They was trying to say he came in the room and the title of the nigga head and said something about this is my wolf that came in the room and pulled him off and all that weird shit.
So they can't find the girl.
Right, this is what he's saying.
The case got closed because there was a
it wasn't no action. It wasn't my actions that caused anything
wasn't
wrong.
your action,
it was his actions that caused something wrong.
And then you were in it.
Right. I was caught up in a love triangle. But this is what I'm saying. This is why I'm not gonna say nothing. I want to see if he keep it 100 or let it go. Because I've been let it go. This is just some shit they talking about 12 years ago. 11.
That would have been the best spot. I'm keeping it 1,000. That would have been the best spot. Alleged box taker allegations, right? If you don't fuck with him and he's sitting down next to Jones putting these allegations, that's why I said in that first video, did y'all catch it when I said, Aish, you better than me. You better than me. Because it's not about people, and half the fucking these comments and people on the internet talk like street shit and they never been in front of no street situations. Like they'll be like, well, ICE can't say it because then he's try snitching or he's snitching. Let me tell you something, people. Even if you follow code, if I'm about protecting my reputation, I got kids out here with people talking this shit about me, right? It comes a point where you justify my actions. And I'm not talking about people that get in there and flip. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about here in the public when no charges or no repercussions would be at play if the case is closed. So what I'm trying to say is if I'm moving by a code of like, shh, no talking, like whatever, right? It's our business. We keeping it like that. The moment that man sits down next to Jones and says, I did something in that. Like, okay, y'all two are making a claim against me that is my whole credibility, my whole reputation, ties to all types of things. No. I'm telling people right now, I'm not allowing you to. I don't give a fuck. I'm not allowing you to say that about me, in person or on the internet. I'm not allowing you to say that about me. I'm just fucking. I'm not going. And that's why I said, yo, Ice, you being nicer to me, speaking coded, because when I hear him here, it's just like.
Right, I was caught up in a love triangle, but this is what I'm saying. This is why I'm not gonna say nothing. I want to see if he keep it 100 or let it go.
And all if which he didn't, which he's obviously still there with Jones. What I would have said there if it was me, I'd have been like, yo, okay, the charge is involving this situation with an alleged girl, right? The reason why it's closed is because, as per your own words, I'm in there doing grown folk stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that was all consensual. Later on, I left or whatever, and then he went in, and then he did something, and then she had a problem, and she went to the precinct about it. And nobody got a problem with that, especially if he can't contest that. Then it just becomes your word versus his, I guess. But no, that's not something to be mad about, because that girl could say, person B did some shit to me. You know what I'm saying? But person A was there as well. And then person A becomes a person of interest. And that's why the fuck you had to go down there and give your story. Or you know what I'm saying? I didn't say you have to, but that's why they gave you that ultimatum. All right. Because somewhere along the line, they put you inside the situation, right or wrong. All right. So technically, it would have been that, like, oh, that guy right there sitting down with Jones, and you alluded to it. He's top taker. I have nothing to do with it. I left the crib already, whatever. Boom, 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 boom. He did some shit to Shorty, and I don't know about his shit, but my shit is closed because of that, and that's why I never. That's it. That's what I said. But
Because I've been let it go. This is just some shit they talking about 12 years ago, 11, 12 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So it was no malice in my heart, but yes, I felt some kind of way. This is how I made the CD, how my friends became my enemy and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I've went through this process with them. But if he's sitting there, I seen him feel uncomfortable. If you want to tell what you did, then by all means, man, do that, because that's going to make it look good for me with the crew members who you might have told some type of story and they believed you, because a lot of niggas don't know what happened in there except for me.
I mean, I could play the other one. I had it up here, and I just, there's no need. I don't feel like it, because it's not really about, it's not about that to me. You know what I'm saying? It's just the clear cut. And this was the video once again that Ice sent me the other day that he edited up. He's saying things in here that just is the reason why people are like, yo, and you're creating more questions. And now, see, this is the piece right here that I'll play, and then I'm get up out of here. I'm gonna get up out of here after this.
Even if yours was fake.
This is, to me, exactly the paperwork that Jones just pulled up on the site, showing that he logged in, he paid for it, he went to the .us website, he pulled it up. Now, if the name is incorrect, if the birth year is incorrect, if the age is incorrect, and if the address, all four of those elements, or one of those four is not correct, I hear you. But the paperwork of those four elements and those charges from the video that we just watched with Jones isn't fake. But in Ice's edit here, he puts fake news. And that's all I'm gonna say, as far as just like, that's a gotcha. And I damn near was like curious about that in the last stream when we was watching that together. And I was cool, right? I was just like, yo, I'm gonna leave it, stay neutral, y'all. I don't know. But he doubled down, he said it was fake, boom, boom. And then what does Jones do? Jones does a fucking video logging into this shit and showing, I didn't Photoshop this shit. So now the next one has to be, all bullshit aside, and then I'm done. It has to be, of those four elements, their name, age, birth year, and address, one of them is fake. Right? But if that lot, because now it goes from never happened to fake paperwork, then it's like, all right, wait, something did happen. You admit that, and your hip hop is real shit. You admit that there was a case and hip hop is real shit. So now we passed that one. Step 2, fake paperwork. Okay, Jones goes and proves that the paperwork is real. What's step 3? You know, I'm off it.